Based on a comment from my last video, I made this system where you can separate the clothes and accessories into different categories and display only one or the other. I'm going to be using this hat as my accessory. Load up Godot, I'm using 4.5, and here I'll just add my hat. It uses the exact same process as my first video, which I'll link here if you haven't seen it yet. We're going to go to groups and add a new group called accessories. I'm going to do the same thing for each other item. We're going to add a group for our pants, we're going to add a group for our shirts, and any other groups that you may or may not be using for your dress-up game. But everything should still also be labeled clothing list. Go into our main script, and exactly the same as the clothing list, we're going to initialize all of these lists by typing accessory list array, and then in our ready function, setting that accessory list to equal all of the nodes that have the label accessory. Repeat for each category you need. And then I went back and forth on the functions and how they'd act. So I messed around for a long time, but here's the finished code. For each accessory in the accessory list, if it's already visible or show is set to false, and the accessory is not placed on the model, then set visibility to false. Otherwise, set the visibility to true. I'll also put this in a paste bin, but they're all identical functions for each individual list. Go to our main scene and add a button for accessory display. We're going to attach a script to our button, and under node under signals, we're going to double click the pressed on pressed function, and then we're going to call that main.accessory visibility function we made in the main script. In our drag and drop script, we're going to add another export boolean called placed and set it to false if we're dragging it, and set it to true if we let go and it's in that perfect position. Okay, and I'm going to make a different button for each category. So pants display button and a shirts display button. And without needing to make these buttons unique, I'm going to make it so that they display or hide the different categories of items. Add an export shirts boolean, add an export accessories button, and a pants button, and any other category you're using, and set these booleans to false by default, and then pass these as variables into each of these functions. Now, if you look on the right side of the screen, you can see if you click the check mark that's associated with that object, you can change the buttons to show and hide multiple different categories or any individual category. Okay, and I actually want to put clothes all in one category and accessories in another category, so I'm going to delete my pants button and change my shirts button to a clothes button, and just check mark pants and shirts in that button. I'm just messing with the settings here. You can make them look however you'd like. I'm just going to add a different font and color, and that's pretty much it. It's you could have as many categories as you'd like. I know I went super fast in this tutorial, so let me know if there's anything I didn't go into enough depth about, and have a nice day.